Long, long ago, a young man from the east came to a western village. He was lost and didn't know the way back. The villagers didn't know where he was from or where he was going, but they were kind and helpful people. So they gave him food and water and let him stay in their village for a few days until they could figure out where he was from and find someone who could take him back. The young man was very grateful for their hospitality, but he was also very lonely. He didn't speak their language and he didn't know anyone there. But one day, one of the villagers, a beautiful young woman, started to talk to him, and she was able to communicate with him using only gestures and facial expressions. And slowly but surely, he started to fall in love with her. He showed them pictures of his village, and they showed him pictures of theirs. And he told them about his life in the East, and they told him about their lives in the West. And he learned that they were happy and peaceful people. They had no wars or violence. They farmed the land and took care of each other. But then one day, a group of bandits attacked the village. The men of the village fought bravely, but they were no match for the bandits. The bandits were bigger and stronger, and they had weapons made of metal. The young man from the east was scared, but he wasn't gonna let those bandits hurt these people who had been so nice to him. So he took up a sword and joined the fight. To everyone's surprise, he was a natural swordsman. His sword was like lightning, and he was able to defeat all the bandits. The villagers cheered and celebrated, and the young man was hailed as a hero. And so he decided to stay in the village and marry the beautiful woman. They had a big wedding, and everyone was happy. He became the leader of the village, and everything was going well until one day a group of soldiers arrived. They were looking for a young man who had defeated a group of bandits. They wanted to take him back to the king so that the king could give him a noble title and award him for his bravery. When the young man heard this, he was very happy because he knew that this was his chance to go home. He said goodbye to his wife and the villagers and went with the soldiers. Now, when the king heard about the bravery of this young man, he made him a nobleman and gave him a castle and a noble title. But no matter how much the king tried, he couldn't keep the young man in the kingdom. The young man wanted to go back to his village. He missed the simple life and the beautiful woman. So the king gave him permission to go back to the village and marry the woman. And so he did. He returned to the village and picked up where he left off. He ruled the village wisely and fairly, and everyone loved him, and he lived happily ever after.